This is the first time in 8 years a bambia bar. Like I say, yeah, funny pa pin. I transparent. First, no near funny pa kura want it, and they could for the MPP. Now you're funny pa kura not want it. Now you're for immigration pa not want it. For police pa not want it. Therefore, there you are blaming NDC. That's good for. It is better than MPP. Now make sure of terminal report. No, they didn't employ anybody. For 8 years. After all these things, they told us social intervention, total social intervention. Free SHS is a good policy, and the social. These are all the social interventions. MPP at the buyer. Emu sign the fire a juma nipe juma wa Ghana. And later we will come and show you the amount of money that was pumped into respective social interventions at MPP for some of the buyer. They will show the amount of money. Muntaka edeng, muntaka nyeshi. NPP employment policies and programs. About 8 years no. These were the so-called social interventions. Na ye de bema Ghana mebune juma, ama obi enye juma. Yembra 2028 say 6 no. Na obi enye. Nation Builders Corps and a program that recruited unemployed graduates into temporary public sector roles, education, health, agriculture, revenue collection, to give them work experience and income while seeking permanent jobs. NABCO doing. And then we are talking about over 500,000 people in the first phase of my apply, and 100,000 come on NABCO. NABCO no way, NABCO no. That's social intervention, NABCO. Do you know how much money we spent on NABCO? Mr. S, get me NABCO. The launching of NABCO. Maybe at the end there. That is why Asamoba Nyabutre. Because you see, MPP for no, omoye mambo for. And they think say obie Jimmy, and they take advantage of everybody. This is what they did. NABCO, ni anti-kroma.
I begin with words from Holy Scripture in Psalm 118, verse 24, and I quote, "This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." Accordingly, Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, I declare the NABCO trainees ready for work. May God bless us all, and may God bless NABCO and our homeland Ghana, and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.
A big round of applause for
the NABCO people. They are all in there. NABCO for now, MPP, some of the social intervention about the 100,000 graduates, no, they are in there. How many forms in there? Mahamudu Bawumia ejina NABCO fuenim. What did he tell them? Today he's telling us so obedi Bawumia NABCO. Asama no kachiromo.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me put all of this in a broader context, because the facts and the data show that the government of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has performed not just better, but much better than the government of former President John Dramani Mahama. Those are the facts and the data. They are incontrovertible. When it comes to GDP growth, we have performed better. Agricultural growth, we have performed better. Ladies and gentlemen, let me put all of this in a broader context, because what the government of Nana Akufo-Addo is doing with NABCO is just one piece of a greater jigsaw that we are putting together for the transformation of Ghana as a whole. You will remember that in 2016, Ghana was amongst the slowest growing economies in the developing world, growth of about 3.6%. Today, the data shows that this year, Ghana will be the fastest growing economy in the world. In the world. In 2019, Ghana is going to be the fastest growing economy, according to the IMF. But hold on. Last year, in 2018, Ghana was also amongst, if not the fastest growing economy, the result of competent economic management. Inflation today stands at 7.6%.
In some way, NABCO for any catch no. And a NABCO for no way. Some NABCO for ya as country forms. Majority of NABCO for them are MPP card bearing members. These disappointed MPP card bearing members now under their government, today they have picked forms again and telling you say, and this the neglected Ghana for. I am going to say Jimmy. But we can say we any 2 months.
What I'm saying is that aside the 10-month allowance that has not been paid, the government promised us permanent job. Now he's saying he can't go ahead with the permanency, but rather he's going to resource us to establish our own businesses as entrepreneurs. Now, the analysis here is that just 700 allowance, you have not been able to settle it out. You have accumulated it to 10 months.
So that's like 7,000?
7,000, right. Now, if you can't pay that 700, how can we believe you that you can pay the 50,000 and the 100,000 you are promising us for the U-Start? It is total scam because 700 cedis is just a penny. With regard to their DISGRACES and allowances, the belt allowance, the dressing allowance, comb allowance. Yes, belts. We don't have that, right? Seat belt allowance. My bad, haven't you heard of that?
Belts, like.
Oh, no, seat belt. That's when they are traveling. So if you can't pay that 700, how can we believe you that the 50,000, the 100,000 you are saying that you will resource us to establish our own businesses will come true? So it is a total scam, my brother. It is a
NABCO for we. Omunyina kasa squad we hu. Omunyina pejuma. Free SHS nkwara na omu pejuma nde no. The same NABCO for over 100,000. This same process. Omunyina sukom. Now the question is, why are you blaming the minister? This is the craziness Ekufuado ne ba omiade efemu. Mama chiro, almost social intervention. Maybe chiro the number of social intervention almost say, almost the create adwuma no obuso almost say adwuma ni nyina ewe because we are seeing just the first phase of employment. You are seeing over 500,000 young people, graduates, non-graduates, coming out to say they need jobs. They have applied. They are on record. The data shows to say over 500,000 young people. Now, let me show you. They came up with NABCO and almost started one district, one factory. The idea behind it was an industrialization policy aimed at establishing at least one factory in each district to promote manufacturing and create local industrial jobs. One district, one factory. Company bang. And aban we ka say wotumi see fi scratch eye MPP aban e create adwuma ema the over 3 million free SHS and tertiary institution student graduates. These were their social interventions. We are not supposed to be seeing these kinds of people, this number of people applying nipa 500,000 domo pay adwuma you nipa 5,000 pay. We are not supposed to be seeing that in Ghana today. If the NPP now kwasiafo today they are sitting in parliament telling us to say the process and the these are their social interventions. In this nyoma mienu we na nko se fa nipa be 400,000 adwuma free SHS graduates any omomoko tertiary institutions na nko se fa nipa be 500,000 adwuma. These two social interventions, do you know the amount of money we spent on them? We had a secretariat for all of them. We had people working in those offices. We had people who were paying. And the MPP, Busa said these two interventions, keke, interventions upon interventions, or introduce here. And then we have 500,000, 75,000 graduates. You are blaming this government? This government that is trying to make things transparent for everyone. For Obia or qualified to go through into you are doing what? You are falling for NPP jandam. Instead of making you say, oh, yeah, as a young person, but that is why you voted for this government. They need to change it. They need to create opportunities. And anything and so who's a Mahama? No, I could be a clay factory. No, I could be a factory. He is trying to open the system up. You need to be police. You need to be military. You need to be immigration. You need to be fire service. Some people have to also go somewhere. The system needs to absorb other people. And that is what we are talking about. Now, Mamencho, these are some of the social interventions at MPP. Almost some of the buyer. Nipa saying for Juma. Obate kwasiye MPP mu. And this me policy ba for. These are our policies. These are the social interventions. Still, we have over 500,000 young people. We're first phase, yamba second phase, and third phase, 500,000. We are talking about planting for food and jobs. Planting for food and jobs. It's a policy they introduced. Obu be office etuya nipa ka e budget. The reason for that office was what? An agriculture program that provided subsidized seeds, fertilizer, and extension services to farmers to increase food production and create employment in farming and agribusinesses. Create employment in farming and agribusinesses. Planting for food and jobs. Why do you find a job in Ghana? From 2018, near Parkigum, you could find the free SHS, near Parkigum, near Mam Warning, according to exit plan, according to Minyansa, Baomia Jimmy, they are just fooling you people. Near Manako school, Manako school, no more Parkomugum, free SHS, and a near Parkom say, and he no more call. Now you go to the next one, number 4, rearing for food and jobs. Do you know RFJ? It was a policy MPP introduced. Rearing for food and jobs, a livestock support program designed to boost poultry, cattle, pig, and goat production, creating jobs in the animal farming and meat production. Who was employed in the animal farming and food production sector? But there was an office for this. People were paid. You think it's a joke? What we are seeing is a mess. MPP created Mau. It is our free SHS no. They destroy majority of the young people. Their lives. Almost sell my brabo. Man, this government needs to come and correct all these mistakes. What was say? Mi muntaka, mi jamun, na muntaka onyaden. Omeden. We are talking about all these policies, these social interventions, so-called social interventions. MPP some of the buy. Near will be a friend. Rearing for food and jobs. Go and check. People were paid millions to sit in that office and say we are working. MPP in Kwasiafo. I'm going to show you why they created it. Let's have patience for this government. You disqualify because they didn't pass it. Why am I not screaming? I'm not screaming because a creative problem, no. I should be sitting here and screaming at Muntaka, insulting the president, insulting the government. But the fact of the case is only 5,000 people can go through. Nipa 5,000, nipa 500,000. Because you're sending letters to Uncle Medicals and I'm a but only and no. It is not about grassroots. It is not about NDC in pay. It's about the problem that has been created. NPP for SI introducing BB friend planting for export and rural development. Do you know? No more planting for food and jobs, rearing for food and jobs, planting for export and rural development. PERD. It is their social intervention. Go and check. And that was for what? To encourage farmers to grow export crops such as cashew, coconut, rubber, mango, coffee, and oil palm to create rural jobs and increase export earnings. Jobs no creating way. My show about 5 social interventions at MPP di buy. Omu create office na yetua nipa ka so omu fa Ghana mebunu adwuma na omu nya adwuma ye enyuma no wen. This is your first time hearing rearing for food and jobs meboa. Majority of you now want to rearing for food and jobs that MPP omu flagship policies na ba kono no omu programs na omu de buy na omu de best Ghana nie busa what da onte da. Why and the organ also ye juma wo rearing for food and jobs secretariat, rearing for food and jobs na fa na juma and ye juma ha what be Ghana. Sa policies we nyom MPP so the banka ni nyina for nipa 100,000 anka ngo bi gina bodin say nipa 500,000 e 5,000 juma. Your first time hearing planting for export and rural development meboa planting for export and rural development create jobs for the young people. Near catch them free SHS ne kufu ado ade abana Professor Nando Opoku Agyeman 2015 e catch Ghana for say nya botre ye jimi a be say kuro no na Nando danko kufu ado esesa nkwara gum na ye kumbi na ye say bi na nkwara na ye pompium gu system. It was a time bomb and then I exploding the way nimu no and then I exploded. Now mama ko benim na me kire onyom omo so mo de baaye and they ti hey graduate free SHS for more 330,000. Graduate for over 75,000. They have all applied for a Juma Nipa 5,000 penepe. For 8 years, we paid for all these things. Let's move forward. Make sure social interventions, you know. I'm going to be a friend National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, NAPE. NAPE ne ewo ho before Ekufuado mobile power. And any friend I think MAHAMA'S set it up. With all due respect, may he so rest in peace. John Kuma Bedano. Okay. NAPE. Nipa saying etumi resource or more Ghana. NAPE was basically to provide training, business incubation, and funding for startups and entrepreneurs to help young people start businesses and employ others. Start businesses and employ others. And they could for 8 years. How many people were resourced to start business to employ other people? What Tibu Ghana? But NAPE had an office. People were paid as ministers there. Youth are free SHS. Tertiary institutions. One year Friday Juma, 1 year resources no NAPE. This is social intervention from the NPP. We paid them. Yatigana ma endo be blame NDC say the grassroots. Mo bodam ohun. Ana mo bi mo bodam. Sa damage NPP dia ye no. It will take years for us to solve that problem, those problems. I'm telling you. Now me and this opposition now me catch them Ghana for me say John Mahama will suffer because I was said or cracking the brains. Now undo all this nonsense and now start afresh. It is not easy. 8 years, yes, say nothing was working. Now all these people, the government of the day has to create it. Another one by Youth Employment Agency, YEA. Nansiana Mu say YEA. Nansiana Ghana for say YEA for the pay Juma. And Nansiana Mu ye. And the MPP, who say YEA. And the MPP, YEA near the na a ye sofuna, Quasiampain, YEA say Banchino. A Kusibuatna Nere and the Daho. A ye boy ya or ye MPP General Secretary, Nekatri Mebuti, Pentium 2. Not Oyed YEA was NYE. They were there, they finished the place. Nansiana. NDC na basintele money Pablo money ade be sheshe NYE and you can see and obi ho ye juma Zoom Lion workers near ade now na you say NYE ye juma intinka and the MPP ye juma. Why do we still have unemployed graduates, 75,000 of them still looking for jobs? Why? Make a chiremo. Me say Mahama, it will be tough for him, but I know he will deliver. I know. And I did not just campaign for Mahama because of politics, because I know the change he can make. It's not going to be easy. Now, what he reset now, you said, Mahama had been there before. He knew, said the country had been run down. We were all at a point where now, another one be normal friend, Youth Start Initiative. It is part of the flagship programs. Youth Start Initiative, a youth entrepreneurship program providing capital, training, and mentorship to help young people start small and medium enterprises, SMEs. Sa nipa dodo send na Ghana sa Youth Start Initiative no efo omodwuma na nka Youth Start Initiative we a trainee, a mentor na ema enkofo sika no oje sanka graduate ejina bonten send fa na dwuma. They chop the money. Yeah, Jimmy. And I keep telling Ghana for. Mama fall for MPP. MPP, oh Jimmy, they are foolish people. They have, I must say, Chrono, I feel no, mine, yes, she said, ye. It is not going to be easy. Me, I remember because today you got disqualified in T. Oh, me say, now, say, wama NDC, solve a problem now. Kotuma MPP. Me no one could talk about. Sanko for na do way by, but you are still staying at home 80 years. All these things, you tell omuka, omujisika, omubiye office. But for 8 years, you did not get a job. Now 1 year, I will say, I'm pissed off with the NDC. NDC are disappointed. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Nipa 500 and something thousand, no? NDC for 1 year, before we need. All these initiatives were there. They said they were flagship programs. Where now they are joining by why in a year Juma or Ghana or year Juma or Youth Start? Why in a year Juma or a year National Entrepreneurship and Innovation? Why not under MPP 8 years? Now let me show you. What is me? MPP 4 are bleeding. They are on my platform insulting. And anything on my platform is one of the biggest. It is the biggest in Ghana. Because everything you people cook, I'll destroy it. Make good party, no? We will suffer as a people. We will suffer as a nation. We will go through the cracks. We will struggle. We will make it happen without you people. My bodam. Me say, it is not going to be easy for John Mahama. It's not going to be easy for the NDC. They are going to struggle, but they will make it. You people never. We will not give you an opportunity to come close to power again. Kwasiafo, in Kamwa. You come, you get power, you mess it up. You abuse power. Jimmy. Today you are sitting on the sidelines telling us Ghana mamo. 9. Ghana Cares Aba Tampa program. Mokai Oforiata. Almost waste na your social intervention program. Why na Ghana ha? Also ye Juma Ghana Cares Aba Tampa program. Emma de Juma ye. The young people from 2018 all the way to 2025. Why? Ghana Cares Aba Tampa na a large economic recovery program after COVID-19 aimed at supporting businesses, revitalizing industries, and protecting our creating jobs. Right after COVID, and they are doing by Ghana Cares. Why you find more Ghana? Why they create employment man? Yeah, we COVID no di COVID sick we no. And almost a lunch at their friend Ghana Cares MPP. Nipa over 500,000 will be in Ghana Cares. Sorry, graduates over 75,000 and the Omunya apply for Juma. None of them got Ghana Cares job to do. Ghana Cares the Juma way. Where is the Ghana Cares? These are the conversations we need to be having in Parliament. But to raise the issue where Alban Bagbin Betraka said you are politicizing nonsense. This is what we need to be talking about in Parliament. These are the issues we need to be raising in Parliament. We need to be questioning those piglets. That what did you do? All these social interventions, what did you do? Where are the jobs? These are the things we need to be sitting in Parliament and discussing as a nation. People with knowledge, wisdom, not about age, not about I'll be here before you, I was a minister. It's about the issues. Because if you don't try to go back and look at the damage that was done, we cannot solve the problem today. And we are talking about Ghana Cares Aba Tampa program right after COVID-19. SAL program never Why they find a juma? But we have been loading young people from senior high schools in the name of free SHS. Ne kufu kwa siampe you and the Babianco school Ghana. But we kwa siampe on shakorabia or SS da telling us to say because of that we should give them power. Are you mad? Are you people insane? Then every day we start to spend money, waste money. Then we blame people we are not supposed to blame. There are some people on TV and on radio, they just hate Muntaka. They just don't like Muntaka. Let us make it about Muntaka. Haruna Idrisu. And then the other guys, they are trying to work hard. Uko education sector, health sector, Akando. These people are all trying at their best. Nanka mobile nanka nyoma flexible anka end this omenye jumaye. Nanka end this buy nanka yafa young people 700,000 juma and nanka mobi application kaba who's obi nam ho. But there are no jobs. Omo we na omde bibi afra no one village one dam 1V1D. The reason for the one village one dam was construction of small irrigation dams in northern Ghana to support dry season farming agriculture employment. Why na one village one dam employing in Ghana? Village and the dam away. Where is the village and where is the dam? Baumia kwasi ampenyi tite Ghana moto son kwasi asem so because or sister by heart. Where is the village and where is the dam? At least sanka village ni dam no ho a ye onkorabia sebi obebi omfiri no anka omo ho emende amwangasa aye omo afuo anka sa fanipa enye sika ehwe omo ho kwasiafo. And these MPP today sit on radio and TV and they are questioning and the interior minister onya den. What should Muntaka do onya den? Muntaka onya den. The bomb was created 8 years ago. You're to Ghana for full. The government is trying its best. This is the first time in 8 years. Abambia bar. Waka say ye funny pa open. Are transparent. First, no near funny pa kura won't take. And they could for the MPP. Now ye funny pa kura not won't take. Now ye for immigration pa not won't take. Ye for police pa not won't take. Because this is a government that came for you. As transparent as the system is, everybody needs to go through the system because it was created. The bad system was created by Akufo-Addo. They are now trying to rectify the problem. The conversation should not be about Muntaka and NDC. We saw it. We told you people. Now, one district, one warehouse. Flagship program. One district, one warehouse. Where is the district and where is the warehouse? These were things about Nyakache Ghana for Akufo-Addo. One district, one warehouse, what was it supposed to do? A policy to build food storage houses in district to reduce post-harvest losses and support agriculture-related jobs. Why not Ghana and that? Or we free SHS from 2018. Or we a university. Or we net or we core tertiary institution. And 2025. Obeka said, under one district, one warehouse near for the Juma. Why not Ghana? But they had an office. They had people they were paying. They had people they were giving money to traveling out of the country. Where is the one district, one warehouse? How many districts have warehouses in Ghana? A government comes in, steps in, and trying to fix the damage. You sit there and say, "Hey, I buy no, and I'm Muntaka, and you disqualify Obi." Me say mo amoko pay Juma we applicants no. Ya Ghana police this soldier for you now. Still because you know what? No man does check Ghana security agencies in. You think it's a joke? We are what Akufo-Addo we are creating dangerous. We are lucky to have John Mahama and the NDC. Today we get a minister stand in front of Ghanaians to say this is the problem. This is what we are trying to do. This is how we are trying to solve the problem. That is a government. Now, me chawa de yanko number 12. Omo policies na go say create adwuma no and sa policies ni nyina adwuma no wayin. Oh, free SHS graduate omenye adwuma ye omo mako university ene ati hei. Omo di bibia omo frɛ no National Alternative Employment and Livelihood Program, NALEP. Mokai NALEP. MPP for this program we buy. Almost a yomo flagship program, a yomo social intervention. Almost say the National Alternative Employment and Livelihood Program. No, sa program no a way. When you find a Juma Oho, the reason was that it was a program designed to give alternative employment opportunities to illegal miners, that is galamseyers, through agriculture and vocational skills. The program whereby I say enkwara na omoko into galamsey no omefo mu nyina dwuma. We are asking them. Free SHS enkwara from 2018 and they were involved in galamsey till now no. Who and who? Why money employer mo kwasiafo. There were a lot of young people and the galamsey for Bromo Ghana omo free SHS dropouts. No exit plan. Now just America. Omo high school, omo college, omo ni exit planner. Na omo swankwara gum. Oya moa. They have exit plan. Anything how almost Caribbean school because there is an exit plan. Uri abetumako school ayejuma ewura. Mon kwasi afoba ya free SHS. Ye ko free SHS wi aden. Ye ko nursing training wi aden. Hospital kwa mo beto kwa mo nsi. Na kwasi afo se ye ko iba omia enti ye nyina ye jimi ye metoma ba omia. This is Baomia's ideas. And now we are asking you people, you foolish MPP. Where so Baomia does not have any idea about it ana. And now we're supposed to say Baumia no nim hoshe. Where you kufu ideas and kwasiafo. These are all Baumia's ideas. The 33 ideas no me kufu. These are the ideas. Omuwie and omudi be a friend Ghana Jobs and Skills Project. Hey, Sanyama you know MPP for finishing totally. They created avenues. They stole from you people. They made money. And then in Bebu Nyejumanya, Udidi Muntakatem, Udidi MAHAMA'S, and this about power 1 year ni. Nipa over 700,000, pay Juma Nipa 5,000, also moye. Udidi Muntakatem, na Muntakawa day. Muntakawa day. And this Ghana Jobs and Skills Project, a World Bank supported initiative that trains youth in digital skills, entrepreneurship, and technical skills while helping business expand and hire workers. Sa Adewi. Ghana Jobs and Skill Project MPP for away. Why no they find the Juma? Kwasiafo. Me metima kuma. The biggest punishment at the Bebamono is never to allow you fools to come close to power again. That is the biggest punishment. We will give you twerps. Munyansa. We sit in Ghana, Kwasiabia so not TV to say, oh, you're expert. Jimmy Phobia so say, I speak on politics. These are the issues. That is why we are here today. Now, sir, program somebody actually no and kebia for 50,000 and can nipa anka ya for mojuma Ghana. Ebia for 100,000 and can nipa ya for mojuma Ghana. Today you are blaming NDC. And NDC for the so more grassroots no I yantiasie and grassroots for so my way shekura it is better than thinking about MP. Now on to my NDC got to MPP. And I make sure I'm terminal report no. These were all things they stole from you and I. They didn't employ anybody. And just talking, fooling, dancing, trying themselves, Jimmyization, conformism. Just say Jimmy be no for 8 years. Make sure NPP for these are their flagship programs. Some of the creative Juma. But today we have over 600,000 people. Omunyina a youth from free SHS Abedru tertiary. Omunyina nye Juma nye you. Omudi bibi a friend of District Road Improvement Program DRIP. Rather ya go for Jimmy Bruta. Omudi adia a friend of District Road Improvement Program. Last hour, DRIP. And I'm the buyer. Now I'm saying DRIP in the bed then. DRIP, a program that supply district with road construction equipment to improve local roads with creating construction and engineering jobs. Now I'm going to polytechnics. Ever seen ne? They just provided one grader. Obviously, I created Juma. They just throw things around. They just throw words around. Intendo ko share MP because you pay you kwasiri bia. I monche social intervention NDC diaba. Mo social interventions na mede chira mo no kwasiafo. Why na man adwuma Ghana? Kwasiafo ma, why na social interventions am bo bosu nyina ama adwuma Ghana? Na nkasa social intervention dey chire man ha. Anka Ghana nya say heaven. Emmoa. Inwan party of slaves. A Jimmy for monkeyism. Mon rain some bape. No my say mudi opuro nkwine. My say mudi abebian kwine. Mudi fufuo no na mudi nkwasi aduane na efa fa butirimu a. Keka nkwasi asem. Hwe. Mudi na mudi to am say obi Jimmy. ya chire bu mu a o say mente ase onti ase ntie nya odan onti ase ntie nsu o bodam interventions we nyina ho na fa na djuma interventions we nyina ho na fa na djuma o Ghana nobody and so ye tua ho sika. Now go to Ghana Digital Centers Digital Job Initiative. Go and check. Amu be on office. Ajantra for no before no mu di omu wom. Ghana Digital Centers else Digital Job Initiatives. When the find juma. Who today in Ghana can tell us say MPPD Ghana Digital Centers Digital Job Initiatives no. It was a project. It was designed to develop ICT hubs and digital skills training to create jobs in the technology and outsourcing sector. Why you find juma Ghana? Obi betuma sore say and a honam ye juma you find nipa 5,000 nipa 200. These are crazy people. Mon pa no kura na moti Ghana mi di mo atama na bubu ofu Kevin Muadie kwasiafo Mr. S you are bringing me more. Thank you very much. Mi team no di sika ye de spend yen ade abreme ose me nkyere mu sika ye spend wo programs we mu nyina kwasiafo next time mu Kevin Taylor mbebu no. Thank you Mr. S. I will show them every single money they spent on all these initiatives in kwasiafo. Ghana Cares program nkwa 100 million and almost on the shemu Ghana Cares 100 million and almost on the share Ghana Cares 100 million. Maybe I'm a bachelor. Sa omo so-called flagship programs when you're more created juma back on the sika omo di shemu. No busan say, hey, it is sika when you na kwa when you find a juma. Kwasi afo ba omi ansambra be di president. Kwasi afo ba omi ansambra be di president. Ewa aboa be so. Ewa odwan be so. Now, omo di bibi a friend Coastal Development Authority CODA. Coastal Development Authority Economics Project. CODA, omdi CODA nyina ba CODA. Mon kohwe, omdi musika. Omdi musika nyina decide, omdi CODA, omdi CODA nyina ba e. Kwasiafo and dem mo complaining adentina system no nipa imbebunu nya adwuma nye. Mon kwasiafo we, you created this problem. CODA na dia development project in coastal communities focusing on fisheries, tourism and small industries to generate employment. Go to the coastal communities, go to Cape Coast, Takrade, all the beach towns, and ask them, say, do they even know what they call CODA? Go to Accra, Nekobusa, Afari Forum, the fishermen, the fishmongers. Go to Takrade, Western region, East, all the coastal towns. Ask them, say, CODA, na idea. They didn't even bring it. They didn't go anywhere. They chopped the money in Accra. These are all the interventions almost on the buy. Intended obusa MPP niya. Yeah, the social intervention about and this if one came in kwasiafo social intervention when the find juma Ghana. And na almost sade bibia your friend no. Almost the Northern Development Authority NDA. And na your friend SADA. Almost buy no mu change SADA dino. And I'm saying see SADA no your friend NDA. SADA, omo beto SADA, tricycles over 400, omo tamni nyina chicheye. Samia uku di chema, kwasi ampenyin. Wati boto sa no, Samia uku, otam tricycle no di ache oba. Ba omia ba obeto SADA, ba omia Mahmoud ba omia, oye teni abua, eti samia huneni abua, oye ko change dino, eno owie no owie tricycles no, eno mbecheye. Owie, ne yiri fula ni kwasi ampenyin di nechi. Say, yen sanfa tumi mamo. Ba omia teni ba, oye mampurusi ni, ewia boa etumi paidua mu okoe no okosesa tricycles no de be ma asantefo so mo fanye edien abobo ya na kwase ampan ni kromfo na MAHAMA'S SADA ho eja tricycles no osesa tricycles de ba asantememu ode ba kou ode ba bono na oja ntafo no osoro kwase ampan na me metena nka so wo be di president na me ma wadwuma ne na otumi ye we gave you the job could you do it and I want to check I say you can do the job mo bodam unemployment rate na nie
Yama o kwan se be ye juma. Juma no want man ye. Obi a be ye juma yi na se o tena abonten se yama o kwan ye juma no bi. Mengin de se Ghana for be penisa. Yama o kwan se be ye juma. Juma no want man ye. Obi a be ye juma yi na se o tena abonten se yama o kwan ye juma no bi. Mengin de se Ghana for be penisa. Yama o kwan se be ye juma. adwuma no want man ye obi abeye adwuma yi na sese wotena abonten se ye ma on kwan ye adwuma no bi mengin de se Ghana for be penisa
kwasi assembly so Ghana ma men kire osika e ko shemu. You see this me kire sa initiative we nyina o you say omo kan keke no. Every initiative almost say social intervention ebe create adwuma bia no omo di sika shemu. You know the amount of money they pumped into these things. Maybe kire and they wanya 500,000 youth sitting. And then 1 year pay their buildings are 500 now. These people were all sitting under MPP. They were all sitting under Baumia. They didn't fucking care about them. When I show me now we are youth, you know. This is the time you need to have some faith in this government. What could apply when yanti? Kwasi ebi to say and abandon the civil. Shadi omkreti here. Well, we SS 2020, SS 2021, 22, 23, 24. And conform way the intervention when you na bayamfa ba kumpo adwuma mumu obi enye adwuma anye. Mamenchiro, you see this program? Thank you very much, Mr. S. You see this own program we back with your friend. Government launches 100 billion cares program. That program na oforia tamo de bae no. Omo launching 100 billion. 100 billion cedis. 2020 and I'm so omo di bibi initiative biaba your friend Ghana cares 100 billion and I'm discarding na oforia tane lead ye ode ba omia a initiative na go say create opportunity ma wo young person and there o say ya amfa wadwuma no 100 billion we say ko he oforia ta kwase ampanyi ne ba omia they finished the money 2020 omo bia 2020 November na ka 1 month ni akoto aba and omo de mafia mo because they needed money for campaign. And on be created to with him Ghana cares and on time 100 billion. But I want to say Ghana cares the way. Why no one your father Juma MPP for a former Juma or Ghana cares on the country? Accra, 18th November 2020. The senior minister, Honorable Ya Osafo now no say boto. Osafo has, on behalf of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, launched the Ghana COVID-19 Alleviation and Revitalization of Enterprise Support Initiative in Accra. The Ghana Cares Obatampa program is an unprecedented, bold, and audacious 100 billion post-COVID-19 program to stabilize, revitalize, transform Ghana's economy to create jobs and prosperity for Ghanaians over a 3-year period. Today we're sitting here and in Kwasiafo to Samokache say, and the NDC, grassroots, you are declared the 100 billion 2020. Naka 1 month I got to 2020 aba almost 100 billion omo chair. And then Kwasiafo to radio so. I catch the Ghana for but Ghana for say I and I buy no and I your machine Kwasiampenyi wait you say I and the process and the end nipa mutifie nyina MPP the create here 100 billion ubetima ka 100 billion tete Ghana sika no enko menhia ye betime si menhia sa 50 enkom 100 billion podio locomotive na de beba train eto ase 30 eba na be yeguo eba na be 100 billion sa sika ni nyina ayra. You get it? Inti sa metna ha na me bedwudwoma kyerɛw na mo me enko yanim me tim ne sa menkyerɛ mo se de en and then this nya den muntaka ye den Kwasiafo kotena radio so ne TV so a muntaka and the minister muntaka onya den na wo pedwuma chance wasefo unim young people am wasewase omako university unim young people am wasewase a omako SS unim young people omako polytechnic adana muntaka nso asewasefo nyina nkon Kwasiafo. It is not that easy. Mamenchira musika o must spend. Team, thank you. Let's move. Mamenchira musika ni bi. This is the amount of monies they spent on majority of their social intervention. Entiman fe nipa ba akokore dwuma Ghana. Enie. Uja Kevin Taylor. O time. I didn't tell me so we jiminti. O bodam. Now, over one district, one factory, almost spending between $2 to $3 billion. Right there. One district, one factory, almost spending about $2 to $3 billion. See, come to share one district, one factory, no. One district, one factory away. Why in the fair Juma or Ghana? Go, the facts are there, go. The Kevin Taylor Buano uncle for counter document in Brasa Meboa. Now almost spending 300. They spend $2 to $3 billion on what we call a year one district, one factory. Factory way. At a point, they did not promise factories, but they promised that they were going to help existing factories. In Kwasiafo. $2 to $3 billion. One district, one factory. Yeah. At a point, Omubusa, girl Jimmy, Mami Jimmy, a friend say, how I come say, when I am Minister of Special Initiative, I say, you're giving me 400,000. How many dams can I build? But guy, meba, I'm video in trouble. Kwasi afowe, we mo Jimmy, we mo Mama Chow, 1D, 1F. Oh, how am I say? Besides, do you have the video on the system? I'm trying to see if I can find it. Yes, I've seen it. Thank you. I have it here. Yabusa Hawa Kumsi, not on the Minister. Special Initiative. What one district, one dam. Yabusa says Sikano. Tia de okay, kwasi afo.
There have been a lot of debates that the dam are not special SM. Exactly what you guys promised. What's
That was our promise. We said one village, one dam. We didn't say, how do you call it? One Bui dam or one Akosubon dam for the village. We said one village. And when we talk about one village in a dam, my sister, we some of us know the kind of dam we're talking about. It's not the bigger type. It's for the people to use during drought. The animals will not go far so that people will steal them away or they will go and die on their way. Because if they are not getting water, definitely they will die. So you needed some water close to the village so that they can use for domestic. That's all.
You said it's not looking, it doesn't look like.
I'm telling you the fact that NDC did, we're coming out with those pictures. Something that was not even as big as what we have done. And that's why I'm proud of myself, of what I'm doing. Because I have seen what they did. And if you compare the two, you can see the difference.
So you're saying that these dams are exactly what you promised?
Yes. Then look at the cost, 250,000 Ghana cedi. 250,000 Ghana cedi. If you are constructing a meaningful dam, you don't need anything less than $3 million. $3 million, so not Ghana cedi. So if I'm constructing 250,000 Ghana dam, then what kind of dam are you expecting from me? I hope you're getting me. So that's the kind of dam we've promised the people. We didn't say we are going to construct the 3 million type or 6 million Ghana cedi, 10 million Ghana cedi type of dam for them. No. And this dam are being sponsored with the 1 million per constituency. What we were allocated with the 2018 is what we are using for. So definitely, if you wait me, then at the end of the day, you're using the whole of the 1 million for one constituency, not one village.
So you are saying that if they wanted a huge dam or the bigger one,
yeah,
it means that it will cost more.
It will cost more. And that one is not under my ministry, it's under the Ministry of Agric, because they are doing irrigation. They handle agric aspects.
I think what I said, we panlao aka Mukui. Or you didn't better sleeping in Yubena Kuno Siwa or Chen Bidia Bottle. Because some women of years no. One district, one dam, almost spending 2 to 3 billion. What you put on question that's more kind. Chewing gum that the new Mr. Burkina Faso Jantrani. Because your phone and I'm touchlights and there. Yenny knew your own form of power. Mamma, you don't know. Saying you don't need the Yenny Dim Wedru. Now by Youth Employment Agency, YEA. 1 billion cumulative government funding across several years. Almost spending almost $1 billion. Why under MPP? Why you afraid of Juma? Most of Muntaka then. You made the Muntaka them. Make sure maybe a problem ni free. Send your bay alternatives on the radio, so near Kasa. Oh, you got it now, a young man now. Tell us way or a Kwasiampe way on him Yansa. Almost that damn radio so MPP ni Yansa. Oba a National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, a NABCO, NAPE, almost spending hundreds of millions of cedis in grants and startup funding. And wait my bucham so obi nam Ghana or say and the Kufuado, yeah, graduate, NEP nefa ejuma, NEP ne resource here. And I've been able to employ 10 people because NEP resourced me. Ebi ni ho finishing sikanum. Over one village, one dam, estimated hundreds of millions of cedis. One village, one dam, millions. Millions. Under one village, one dam. Mahamudu Baumia ko sirem. Eka chire ni kuninianum sirem for say. Obey one village, one dam. We are no 1 million per constituency. Baumia jimi we. Moka ita video no. Okan woni krom kasa. Okan brofuna ni krom ni chechim. Na anyi wangere. Ena ma ye Mahamudu Baumia obedran kran no study dey jantra for ode na yere jimi for no. Ena ometran kran. Ena ohunta for no so obejimi. Osori a no ma se tuwa ko mama mpurisi for. Munkoku seyi for no. We are talking about a national alternative employment and livelihood program. Tens of thousands of millions through land and natural resource budgets. I'm just kind of for natural resource, land and natural resource. I want to budget in free. So in the name of national alternative employment and livelihood program, where they are the kwakoma and konforno mo nyagalam say, no me kofa land ministry. But we have a radio so say why a Paulugu dam $12 million why ye nyina ye call ye na ntakra boa na nemu ba omia okatre o radio so TV so say Paulugu dam why ye one of the greatest achievement as some be na no radio so kai no and am say ba omia said yen otna radio so otna piece of catch say asase asempaka say the greatest achievement as a northerner say why ye Paulugu dam and onko tom Moman Nikanshe, na moman eye de kuraba nkuta se onkotom Paulugu no onsa nsuomran kran. Abofunu. Mama nkyerɛ mo. Sika nkofo wei. Why na fa de dwuma Ghana ha? Yanko enim. Now they came up with a Ghana Cares program 100 billion and dem de kyerɛ mo. Omo lanchi ya me the video na me the picture na kyerɛ mo. 100 billion. You start by 1.9 billion. You start. One age more Ghana. You see, you start the resource. Now, so you to be pay 500,000 or you start almost spending 1.9 billion. Tete Ghana sikano a dankra oha and a 1.9 billion become. Enu a wohwe me se won tiasia. Sika omo de you start anka wo baba na omo ko free SH to we otifie no omo ma na dwuma no MPP omo di sika no 1.9 billion e dankra nkwa oha ani ekiri o hye sika gumu a sa sika ni nyina ahye and omo ba bibia fa na NABCO almost spending close to 840 million Ghana cedis in 2019 and almost about almost spending close to 2 billion. NABCO ye wie na mbrante ne maba wagu fom no musu yesremo na yentumi pomo mo ba Jubilee House me demonstration yesum nhyai on Independence Square and the kwase bi atam kraba or se because Jubilee House because demonstration and the kufuado NABCO for ye mo warning oba Jubilee House be botuo no mo jan Independence Square no mo kemu santwe no mo jan Independence Square mo tumi ko Jubilee House because demonstration and they all catch them NABCO for nyina no mo pedwuma o mo nyate wo eblemu muntaka na muntaka wa yeden Muntaka Mubarak ono ayeden. Mopa monko fo mo papa mbedi minister no on to mean create adwuma sisia. The government is planning, doing everything possible to absorb sad damage ekufo de ye no. Ye nuano ma me fo mo tia santimem bebri amoma adane jantrafo ene ye galamse wa santimem no ekufo na create sad de na to. Mambo bia so mo mubom hudua Mona Moses so and a free SHS on Sunday mo ayedin moteto mumu bi mo no kankan enkwasiade na mo ye tumufo na mo dwumoto adan a Ghana ne de mumu bi mo no kankan mo kasa tantantan mo nsue nyansa ye kire mo say akwa free SHS no ebe say mo mana brabo edwuma ontumi kreti bi mo na moto di atem awonani ne ba fantini ne ba no Kevin Taylor no kwasi asem on Sunday nyina ebre Bon send the ebre. And Yamusa Santini, Yamusa Kroboni, Yamusa Unania Boate Semi, Yamusa Sremini, and the Jumani ho. And omo apply adwuma ne ka se fa NDC card hye so. Ye ka se fa MPP card hye so. Ghana ni abranten apply for adwuma. Ghana ni ababawa and the adwuma no wen enkwasiafo ebedi so na mode mu fi mu bi edi omachi adentira ye nte ase na JJ Rollins no na Ghana no na ye de te ha. Amanfo bedi mu mate se mmoa. Wadwa ubu ofu. Masa jiwe kura jojo obo.
Eye adoa bi enim kontromere. Hwe adoa no. Wahu ane gum doso no. Hwe niti no. Wahu niti no. Aha, wansa na eba. Adoa bi ne sente no a. Se wahu niti no. Sa video fansa ba koma no so hye like fama wumia. Faboso. Adoa bi enim kontromere. Hwe adoa no. Wahu ane gum doso no. Hwe niti no. Wahu niti no. Aha, wansa na eba. Adoa bi ne sente no a. Se wahu niti no. Sa video fansa ba koma no so hye like fama wumia. Faboso. Adoa bi enim kontromere. Hwe adoa no. Wahu ane gum doso no. Hwe niti no. Wahu niti no. Aha, wansa na eba. Adoa bi ne sente no a. Se wahu niti no. Sa video fansa ba koma no so hye like fama wumia. Faboso.
Adoa bini eni nkontomre no. Ena mu bi mobobobo dam no. Osuani we de ma no sisimi na so nya wa. Osuani ma no sisimi na so nipa no. Ye tubu fana mu buofu. We gya abrantie we. Mesi bi chiri no, ode na obeye de na obetumi aye, de na obeye. Odros ye sen. Odros ye sen. Wo akukudu ebetumi ata odros onipa mu. Masa brown ho ase. Ana guy we de. Ana sibi okasa me se odros ye sen. Wo akukudu hata odros onipa mu. Brown ho ase. Adoa bini na ko tirim. Adoa bini ana ko tina keka nkwase asem. Na oju so obu ofuni nti de me ye no mejai. Wo bodam. Me nto aso adoa bini. Me see. No about planting for food and jobs. 3 billion. When you find a Juma or Ghana under planting for food and jobs. And then kora we nyine pay Juma. Planting for food and jobs. Eye akwara na no fiance eko nase. Aye friend no. Eye yesene papa na na friend no. Baafo akoto. Onye ekufu ado no mu jot se moa. Omo no mu yiti se moa. Obedi agric minister 8 years obi entuma kan asem. Adentia or your kufu ado smoking partner. Obi no to be free akoto asem. And I know something and I know something and I know something and I know something. Na no tan en kwasi asem. E ma kwa we at the point onu kwa so be the president. Adenya wo hu se kufu ado no mu wi na the president into ono so easy. Planting for food and jobs 3 billion. Ye betumi dia ke betumi akoto gold aye gold mpobo amotu fu ahye etieti aso kwa. Kwasiafo ya se skalo. 3 billion and then granting in a goofy and then this buy no mo bia mo man say obi anko pedjuma mahama na enim ye hare mahama na this for no mo yentafo omo no mo ya wonafo omo no mo ya krobofo omo no mo ya bonofo omo no mo ya kofo mahama na nkofo no mo ya infantefo omo no mo jimi na ye de party no e betena so mfie wotwe na ye tumfo no na mo dwumoto adoa bini adoa bini nti mo mpese bo betena se ne mo agi efutu atom tirim adoa bini ebe mo cancer osuani we dey sorry yes ema cancer beboa adoa bini nti de bia kasa mbo na mbuofu na yenko enim raring for food and jobs na mo nim pose obi bia fa raring for food and jobs emo a yenyan raring for food and jobs amanfo we the billions and a shame and they wouldn't be raring for food and jobs office wo na kwa sie bia betena TV so your party ni anye ni ye be say MPP no so abuofunu o na be MPP ye abuofunu baafo akoto kro yi ni sika kro pa ne baabo dam na wo baafo akoto na chia me o yi ni sikem ni mbawre mu 700 pounds the MPP ne ba kro abodam ne ba kro anum wi bobo di nkwase asem wo na obaje MPP nkwase afo wo na obaje omo me say timu biem yana na baafo akoto kro yi ni mbawre mu 700 pounds e de chechire party no ne ba be makro abodam na wo betuma chechire party no wonim de party ne se de chechire party MPP muwa we na wo be chechire omo Now your baby be a friend of planting for export and rural development. You're planting for food and jobs. You're rearing for food and jobs. And you're planting for export and rural development. MPP and Kwasia for almost spending millions. Busa ho enkura we nyina komenye adwuma ye adentin amfo mo adwuma because no mo boa. No mo boa ma me nche de aka hwe wedwa Kevin Taylor njai wo bodam me njai na me njai na me kwa de medwuma nie me medwuma ye de wo me medwuma ni we na me yewu me ni adwuma foforo bia bia mu me yire ne me manyina ni medwuma nie me ma me papa obi medwuma ni me njai wo bodam na na betua me dan ka ma me now omo de bibia fra no eye Ghana case de ni oh yes am I bringing the whole thing back again? Oh, sorry. There's one here. Messiah, I'm missing something.
Mene, me call my phone, ni makunya adwa. Ana makuno. Oh, adwa. She the 9. Oh. The 9 is a pencil. Oh, adwa. The tino de mofuano. Me ana me fat taste. Adwa so ne nkwa de ena ni bini no piniha fatum momu hwe ni bini no aha unu se be ma ya tan no ati akurase a adwa bini nko
adwa bini ena omode bibia fe drip ya tia no de drip by a drip district road improvement program almost spending 4 billion drip one find the Ghana drip when I find a juma Ghana I'll say drip into your family juma ma hwe me yire ne me ma busimi bi etua me ka we mama podam MPP are crazy people they be ameka chere Ghana for the problem we are faced with today a problem we know we should not underestimate it. And this government is not a government that is going to sit and say MPP are causing problem into the government is trying to fix the problem. In the end, we apply now on San Kejumana and you deliberate and you'll be on a town because Nipa na when you compete in a dozen. Remember, Omu Krompa say, mom so qualify no, Omu medical test no, test no so Krompa do failure besa a disqualify. It's not easy. The system has become rigorous, tight, because the opportunity that goes to MPP creating youth be creative. Say created 1 year 3 months say 1 year 4 months no and this year buying before nipa 500,000 in Juma or Ghana buying they cannot pick more than 800,000 all sectors omuntumi and anything who Mahama and no could be a company way no invite the investors ube who Mahama no invite way and the Mahama or South Korea or ya there or but there's a CBT TV so say Mahama's trip to South Korea is needless and then because take Paul Admochri and you know something the independence celebration no we were supposed to waste money just say I saw me a moi now what penny toto kwasi ampenyi or tiabrochire ebie na no ka Mahama the South Korea Mahama is going no the South Korea no it is needless ejimi fo no mugu Ghana John Dramani Mahama, President Mahama eyes visa waiver deal with South Korea. Mahama or South Korea, even though Odin come about other things, or try to let them understand say visa what we call visa waiver between Ghana and South Korea and Kebabwa, both diplomatic and also regular visas. John Dramani Mahama was South Korea. Kwasiebiti abroche Ghana say Adentina Mahama call South Korea. But John Dramani Mahama today is thinking of trying to get a visa free between Ghana and South Korea. South Korea and also South Korea former Ghana. That is what Mahama is trying to do. And it's not just that. John Dramani Mahama, he's basically talking to them to make sure, say, when it comes to agriculture, when it comes to science, when it comes to innovation, he is trying to lure them to bring their companies here. This is John Dramani Mahama.
We look forward to signing a visa waiver agreement with Korea for diplomatic passports and official passports. This will make it easier for exchanges between our two countries. We look forward to signing a visa waiver agreement with Korea for diplomatic passports and official passports. This will make it easier for exchanges between our two countries.
That is President Mahama. He's trying to convince the South Koreans, we need you people. Let's just have this deal. Yan try visa visa waivers. Na yan tumi nkɔ ne amra, na mo nkɔ so nkɔmra, na yan tumi nye business because in some way industry so how betuma be bie Ghana. Ghana for betuma. This is a precedent. He's trying to find opportunities for the young people. That is what he's doing. And very soon, 26th, 27th, John Mahama will be awarded a doctorate, honorary doctorate in America. I'll tell you about it. Yes. This month, John Dramani Mahama will be in the United States. One of the big universities in America, they will be honoring John Mahama, honorary doctorates. And he will also be taking an award. It is not a joke. The president, worldwide, people are seeing what he has done. And you see, when you get people, experienced people who lead your cause, like when you come to America, the Ghana ambassador, Mr. Victor Smith, he is the one spearheading this, projecting the country. Now people are seeing what the government is doing through the embassy, through the ambassador. This is what we talk about, people who are matured, who are thinking about your nation. They are coming here. They are going to start also to lure air businesses back home. Now, even here, big universities, they have recognized John Mahama's work. I'll be talking to you about it tomorrow. I'll be breaking it down for you to understand why universities here, big universities, institutions want to award Mahama. Because they have seen what he's doing. And they have seen other governments. They have seen other people. And they have seen that what this man is doing is unique. You get what I mean? So this is not a joke. He'll be coming to America. Lincoln University. They are going to honor him. They are going to honor him. Now, Mama Chow's story for Fro.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it.
The MPP of Darocha, Sakiskek, Victor Wusu, Kofi Buzia, Professor Edubuahen, Alajete, J.A. Kufuor, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just sankwas. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just sankwas. I tell you without mincing words,